Hi, welcome to Sunrises in Sunsets. Do you know what the sunset is today? The coronavirus. Everything is at a standstill. Oh, yes, people go to the malls, people go to schools now, and everything is just, people walking, but is their heart walking? Is their mind walking? Is their soul walking? No. You see, inside their soul is the COVID. And it's simply not going to make their lives better. The COVID's there. All right? And here's my stand. Let the COVID take its toll, let it go, whatever. And always see beyond the COVID. That's gonna be your sunrise over your sunset. Especially to my students, don't get scared. Don't get scared. Because the ones that put a fence to your learning is yourself. The ones that put the fear is yourself. You must go beyond this. Because I think there's a lesson here from God. Like I said before, the noise of the earth is just so bad. So God says, let me send you this, but my purpose is to put silence back into the world so you can hear me. Look, we're gonna have fun, okay? Yes, I'm a professor. And gee, I read books, I look at my notes, and then here's the special part. How do I make these notes, these things that I read in a book, come to life when I'm talking to my students, computer to computer? Come back to your life once more. And in this beautiful song by Lea Salonga with her prince in the song Aladdin, you remember that? It's called A Whole New World. Look at it. Look at the thing shining. Look at oh my goodness, look at those parks, I can walk around it. I can see the birds chirping. That's what I do in the morning. When I get up at 5:30 in the morning, I walk up our road and then I turn left and I see a little garden there. And there are trees, and there is a place where there is a table with the grass, and then I walk some more and I see this a bush going up, and then I look down and it's all green. Oh yes, they've turned it into a football field, but that's it. I don't see the net. I only see the green grass and how it breathes. I hear the twittering of the birds. Twittering. Boy, I used to hear that when I was a little girl, but now no more birds here in the city because maybe they're here but they're scared. So they go into a garden where they can fly freely and they can sing. One time I got up so very early, and when I got there, oh, it was just the end of a sunrise. There was a little bit of gold orange in the sky, and when I looked up, the birds were twittering. And it was like I was in a poem. You gotta create your own poem. How will it rhyme? What will it show you? How many lines are you gonna put? Are you gonna make a Shakespearean sonnet? Huh? 10 syllables per line, 14 lines, and last 2 lines are indented. Believe me, when you see the golden sunrise, that's a poem. And that's what I'm telling all of you, okay? The COVID is not there if you don't mind that it's not there. See beyond it. See beyond it. There are things that are not at a standstill. There are things that are not scared. You know, being scared. Being scared. You create being scared. Because looking around and you saying, oh goodness, how am I going to learn? How am I going to make a living? How am I going to go out without a face mask? Guess what? All those limitations were given by yourself. I'm not saying don't wear a face mask. No. I'm saying that is a physical boundary for you. You may use it or you may not. But the more significant boundary is, why are you telling yourself that you can only do such a thing? That you can only say such a thing? That your knowledge and seeing your friends and family will only be up to here. Yes, I see a lot of people now in restaurants. I see a lot of people in the supermarkets, not a lot as they were before, but you determine your happiness. You determine your comfort. And this is not only for my students, but for the entire world. You determine the lesson that the COVID is giving up to us. Go beyond the physical to the metaphysical. What is it? Oh, me, I play music. I really play music, and my music pieces are the Beatles, about 3 albums of theirs, and then I've got Mozart, Beethoven, and then I've got Il Divo, yes, and I've got the best of Broadway from Barbra Streisand. I just simply am just touched with them, and all of a sudden I say, nobody can stop me from smiling. Nobody can put my feelings down. That's my way of coping. I play music, and in the afternoon, this is my rule. I gotta pick up a book and read. Yep, old-fashioned, they say, yes. Because reading takes you away from the COVID. So you can read anything. You can read a magazine. You can read. There was a leaflet given to us once about there was an exhibit, and they gave us a leaflet about it, and I was, whoa, I was reading it. Okay, and then of course, a little correspondence via Viber with my dear, dear, dear classmates of 45 years. 4 years or 45 years, that's forever with people whom you love and who love you back. How sure are you, Dulce? That's Viber. They're just tapping. Because once I open my heart, once I open my mind, my soul, I can see them tapping. Of course, I don't spend much on tapping. That's my number one. That's my number one rule. If I have to tap just to see if there is an important a message for me, especially Messenger, I do this, do that, but my rule is by 10 o'clock I'm done. And after 10 o'clock, all right, I look at my stuff and I prepare for my classes after lunch. And then I just simply relish beautiful memories because I love seeing pictures. I've got boxes and boxes and boxes, infinity of picture albums. Yeah. And they are so nice. They bring back all these memories, nice memories. And I'm telling you, again, you determine whether those are beautiful memories or not. I have the picture of my father right here in front of me. I've had the most beautiful life with him. And I think he's my soulmate. And so I always look beyond. And yet I am able to pursue what I'm supposed to pursue at this particular day. For example, I have to be ready for classes today and tomorrow. So I read books and I read my outline. I really read books so that I can update my students. All right? And guess what? When I open the Zoom for our students, when I have class, boy, it's just really, really fun. Hello, kids. Hello. Yeah, they make me happy. Now, Dulce, these are the young ones. How can you make them happy? You make fun of yourself sometimes. I teach art appreciation, and I think comedy is the hardest art of all. People can get you. People get you, but they're not in the mood to laugh. Or people just turn you off because you're not as sad as they are. That's it. X. But in the 1500s, when Shakespeare wrote all those sonnets and those plays and all those soliloquies, I don't think people sort of understood what he was saying. But now he's such a gift to us. I read the soliloquy of Shylock in The Merchant of Venice. Because why? I have a really homesick memory about it. Because when I was in first year high school, don't ask what year that was, we took up The Merchant of Venice. And there was the soliloquy of Shylock, and my teacher said, Dulce, you prepare for this, you recite it the next day. I love acting and reciting. So I looked at it, I studied it. Why did it say this? And I memorized it. And I performed it in front of the class, and my English teacher was just, whoa. So were my classmates. And so my English teacher says, okay, Dulce, I will call you. You perform the soliloquy for section B, because I was section A, for section B, C, and D. Whoa, and for an actress like me, stage actress, that was really, really cool. And did I say I memorized it? Well, nowadays, I gotta cheat myself and read it, okay? But look, what am I doing? I'm going forward. I'm enjoying. And what do I do now? I have so much time to listen to Bach and Tchaikovsky. And then there's the musical Evita, which I never saw. But I hear it. I hear it. And then I was scrambling, fixing my cabinets, and that's another advantage for COVID. You have so much time to fix your things. And when I was fixing it, whoa, I saw a program from London, the West End, and I apparently saw Miss Saigon. But when I looked at the program, it wasn't Lea Salonga anymore. It was another Filipina. Yes, another Filipina. And the engineer was a Filipino also. And then I remembered good memories. Really. And then, surprisingly, I remembered, hey, if I was able to go to the West End, was I able to go to Broadway? And it came back to me, yes, I was able. Somebody taught me to ride a train or something like that. Okay, I got down. Whoa, man, it's a whole row of flickering lights. And I watched a Broadway play. It was starring the Julie Andrews, and its title was Victoria. You got it? She had a change of identity. Sometimes a Victor, sometimes a Victoria. You know what I saw in it? I saw that whether you're male or female or otherwise, it's your choice to be happy. And so, during this COVID, especially to my students, choose to be happy. And then look beyond. There is a beyond. This COVID is not going to stop the world from living. There is a beyond. Look at it. Don't look at your prison cell. And guess what? Who built that prison cell? You did. It wasn't COVID. Take out that prison cell and see that your sunrise in your sunset is a whole new world. Goodbye and have fun.